When you think of Valve, you probably think of Valve Time, right? They're famous for moving at their own pace, sometimes taking like a decade or more between major releases. But what if they just didn't? What if they decided to drop an entire ecosystem of next-generation hardware all at once, in a single, industry-shaking ambush? Well, let's explore this imaginary future.
But first, I have to make something absolutely crystal clear. The hardware we're about to break down isn't actually real. This is a look at a brilliant concept, a what-if scenario beautifully detailed by Linus Tech Tips, imagining what Valve's next big play could look like. So, with that in mind, let's dive into what's possible.
I mean, seriously, just imagine waking up to a world where your VR headset, your living room console, and even your favorite controller suddenly feel ancient, a generation behind. That's the powerful idea behind this fictional three-part product launch. And it all kicks off right here, with a device that aims to completely redefine virtual reality, the Steam Frame. This isn't just an accessory for your PC, it's designed to be a total shift in how we even think about VR. That's the immediate reaction from the source. Not just good, impossibly good. So, what could possibly justify a claim that bold? Let's break down what makes this thing such a revolution. The magic here is that it's not a standalone headset or a PC VR headset. It's both, with no compromises. You get a powerful mobile processor for gaming on the go, but you can also stream the most demanding PC games wirelessly with almost zero latency. Imagine a device that's incredibly light, perfectly balanced with top-tier displays. It's really the holy grail of VR. But how does it possibly pull off that flawless wireless PC experience? Well, the secret sauce is a technology called foveated streaming, and the core idea is just brilliantly simple. Why waste bandwidth on things you aren't even looking at? Instead of trying to send a full, uncompressed 4K image wirelessly, which is crazy difficult, it focuses all its power on the exact spot your eyes are. And this shows exactly how it works. So you've got these onboard eye trackers, and they are key. They tell the system where you're looking in real time. That little spot gets the full resolution, high bitrate stream, while everything in your periphery gets a slightly lower quality version. But because it all happens so fast, we're talking 1 to 2 milliseconds of added latency, your brain never even notices the difference. You just see a perfect, crisp image no matter where you look. And if the hardware wasn't already mind-blowing enough, the software is a total game changer. A translation layer they call FEX would let standard Windows VR games, the ones built for beefy desktop PCs, run directly on the headset's efficient mobile-style ARM processor. This just completely shatters the wall between the two ecosystems. Right, let's move on to the second part of this ambush. This is where it all starts to build. Valve's triumphant return to the living room. See, after the first Steam machines kind of flopped years ago, it seems Valve learned its lessons and is imagining as coming back with a vengeance. Now that is not a subtle statement. The idea here isn't just another niche PC for your TV. No, this thing is positioned as a direct, powerful competitor to the big console giants, and it's aiming to offer more performance and way more openness. And this chart really puts that power into perspective. Just think about the Steam Deck for a second, a device everyone loves for its solid 800p performance. Okay, now multiply that power by 6. That's the kind of leap we're talking about. The goal here isn't just to play PC games on a TV, it's to master them at a crisp 4K and a buttery smooth 60 frames per second. I mean, they're packing serious hardware into this little lunchbox design, a modern AMD CPU and a real discrete GPU. But what really feels like Valve is the focus on the user. The storage and memory, you can upgrade it yourself. And they'd even provide the CAD files for the magnetic faceplates so you could 3D print your own custom designs. How cool is that? Okay, but a great console needs a great controller. And this is the final piece of the puzzle, a direct answer to one of Valve's most ambitious and, let's be honest, divisive pieces of hardware ever made. The key takeaway here is just one word, and. The original Steam controller was a brilliant idea, but it really turned a lot of players off by getting rid of traditional joysticks. This new version, it doesn't make you choose. It offers the best of both worlds, the insane precision of trackpads and the familiarity of dual joysticks. And it is just jam-packed with cutting-edge tech. We're talking next-gen joysticks that promise to finally eliminate stick drift. A ridiculously smart gyro system that just activates the moment you touch a thumbstick, making aiming super intuitive. Then you add in a dedicated low-latency dongle for a rock-solid connection and a massive battery. and you've basically got what's designed to be the ultimate input device. So you've got three incredible products: a VR headset, a console, and a controller, all launching together. But what's the bigger picture here? What does this coordinated assault actually mean for the entire gaming industry? Let's start with this number: $17.7 billion. That is what a giant like Meta spent on its VR division in just 1 year. It's a colossal sum of money, all poured into creating a closed ecosystem. And that brings us to the central question of this entire concept. How could Valve, a company with just a tiny fraction of the employees, even dream of competing with, let alone outmaneuvering, these behemoths? Well, the answer seems to be a fundamentally different philosophy. And this is how it all connects. Valve's fictional strategy isn't about building walled gardens like its competitors. It's about being open, contributing to open source software that actually helps everyone. It's about empowering users, letting them repair, upgrade, and customize their own hardware. And it's about a relentless focus on what gamers actually care about, like latency and control. And so, this whole fictional launch leaves us with a really fascinating final thought. Is this the path forward for gaming? A future where the most successful platforms aren't the ones that lock you in, but the ones that actually set you free? It's a pretty powerful idea to think about.